Hi, David Allman here. Today I want to tell you about something that I do that really helps recording in your tone and your technique too. It's something that I kind of discovered a few years back. I thought everybody was doing it, so that's why I never made a video with it. But after talking to a few friends, it seems that nobody's doing it. So I'm going to show you exactly what I do, but first let me play an example with a non-treated pick. I'll tell you what that means after. And then an example with a treated pick. The tone that I'm going to use is going to be the same. I'm going to use something clean with the axe effects. Let's hear how that sounds. So I use V-picks. I've been using those for a long time, but this is going to work with any kind of pick as long as the pick is not made of wood. And it's very simple. It just requires a little bit of prep. The first thing that you want to do is put the picks that you want to treat in a plastic bag. It's just a plastic zip bag, works just fine. Place your picks in there, and then we're going to go into the kitchen. The trick consists into freezing your picks, and that's why we're using a plastic bag, because if you don't, your picks are going to have a coat of ice on it, and that's going to destruct the actual property that we're trying to get. You want to put your bag into the ice machine if you have one. If you don't have an ice machine, you can put the pick in between two bags of frozen vegetables, for example, and you want to leave the picks for 24 hours. So I discovered this by accident. It's a long story, I'm not going to get into it. Maybe someday I will, but the end result is that after trying that frozen pick, I thought that there was something different. I thought it sounded better, and I wasn't sure why, so I recorded different examples, and sure enough, there was a huge difference in the tone and also in the ability to execute some of the faster licks. It's quite simple, really. Any object contains energy, and you can see that by taking any object in your hand, rubbing it, and you're going to start to feel warmth. That's the energy that's being released. If you freeze an object, that energy is going to be contained into the object. And whenever you activate that object, by strumming your guitar, for example, that energy is going to be condensed and released at a very high speed. It's that burst of highly condensed energy from the frozen pick against the unfrozen string that creates what we call in the scientific world a snapular wave. That wave is not the regular wave that you would have when you're recording something and you look at the wave. It's an excited waveform, and that's what explains the clarity and the brightness that you get in the tone. It's the same exact snapular wave that explains the frozen pick helping your technique. If you take a frozen ball and you throw it at someone, it's going to hurt, obviously, but it's going to be hurting in a different way than if you threw at him, let's say, a tennis ball. And that's because of the frozen effect. That frozen effect hits an unfrozen face, and you feel actually like a burn. That burn is the snapular wave. If you're one of those players who only use wooden picks, you can still exploit the characteristic of the snapular wave, but you're going to have to leave your picks at least 48 hours because wood doesn't do well when it's trying to condense and capture the energy in a single body. That's the only reason. But you can still use that, just leave your picks longer in the fridge. I hope you enjoyed this trick. Share it around, like this video, subscribe to this channel. Next Friday, we'll continue our series where we're building a song together. I just wanted to share this with you this week. I'll also see you Tuesday because I've got a regular Q&A going on, and check out my other videos. There's a lot of free lessons and different tips and tricks for the advancing guitar player. Thanks so much for watching this. I'll see you next time. Until then, salut.